I literally visualized it. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Patiently Moving. I'm Candace J. Dunkley. What's up? And as you know, this show is all about self-love and confidence and all things related to that. So today we're going to talk about seeing yourself differently. Okay, so have you ever been in a situation where you were trying to achieve a goal and you found it really hard to achieve that goal? It was almost as if every single time you tried to make moves in a certain direction, it was like you were bumping up against an invisible wall. Okay, so I was thinking about this the other day, and I think I've heard this being said before, but it really was resonating through my mind. I'm thinking to myself, could it be that sometimes when we have trouble achieving a goal, is it that we have trouble seeing ourselves differently? Think about that. Do we have trouble seeing ourselves as the person who achieves the goal? So, for example, if you are trying to lose weight, this example I think I did here before. If you are trying to lose weight, for example, are you having trouble losing weight because you yourself are having trouble seeing yourself as the person who loses the weight? Are you having trouble seeing yourself as the person who has healthy ways of dealing with their emotions? Are you having trouble seeing yourself as the person who eats healthy? Are you seeing yourself? Do you have trouble seeing yourself as a person who exercises regularly? You often even hear people say sometimes that when they lose the weight, they still feel as the person who didn't lose the weight. They still have trouble seeing themselves differently. And oftentimes people regress, they go back. Why? Because they never change the perception that they've had of themselves. So I was thinking about this the other day because I'm working on being more confident in several areas of my life. And it occurred to me that there are some areas where I'm very confident and there are other areas where I'm not so confident. And I'm like, what is the difference? Why do I have trouble showing up as my full self in certain areas? And I thought to myself, you know what? I may be having trouble seeing myself as confident in those areas, right? So if you are having trouble, ask yourself that question. Are you having trouble seeing yourself differently? So one thing that helped me is I went back and I said, okay, I love doing visualizations. I think I'm very good at them. Why don't I literally see myself differently? So I thought about the times where I am confident, and I just also thought about the times where I wasn't confident. And what I did was I started visualizing myself as showing up in the areas where I'm usually not confident. I saw myself showing up confident in those areas. I literally visualized it. And it's been helping. So it's something that I'm going to continue doing. So that is something that, hey, you guys can try out. Think about something that you're having trouble achieving. Let's just keep it at confidence for the sake of consistency. See yourself differently. See yourself as the person who shows up confidently. So what you can do is you can think about the times where you are confident. Think about the times where you are powerful. Think about those times and see what attributes you have in those situations. And then visualize the times where you're not so confident, and then revisualize yourself. See yourself in those not confident situations taking on the attributes of someone who is confident. And you know how to take on those attributes because you've already seen yourself confident in other areas. So you can move it over to the areas where you feel not so confident and literally see yourself doing it. The other thing is, let's say you're like, no, I literally don't ever feel confident. Think about people who you do feel are confident. What are some confident? What are some things that those people do? How do they walk? How do they talk? How do they enter a room? What are things about those people that you think make them appear confident? And when you visualize yourself in those areas where you wish you were more confident, you can now take on those attributes of the other person and visualize yourself showing up in that way. Okay, well, that is it. Let me know if you resonate with this idea of having trouble seeing yourself differently, and let me know in the comments. As usual, don't forget to hit that like button. It lets me and YouTube know that this material is hitting, and then YouTube will send it out to more people. And also, if you like this material, why not hit that subscribe button? Okay, so I will talk to you later, and remember, you deserve to love you, and the world will be a better place when you do. Bye.